Assalaamualaikum guys, I'm back with another vlog and I'm packing. So this time it's Langkawi, the first UNESCO Global Geopark. Yes. So first we headed towards the Bengaluru International Airport, where we headed towards the lounge because we were sleep deprived and obviously hungry. The lounge was very beautiful with big huge chandeliers. We checked in, we went to the lounge, and I tried to have some food because I was on my diet. But yeah, I had sushi for the first time in my life and it was really good. And then I was stuck with this wasabi sauce. It tasted horrible. Meanwhile, my sister, so bye bye Bengaluru, and we took off from there. The view was beautiful as usual, and the takeoff was so quick that within few seconds it was so cloudy that we couldn't see the city. Then after some time, after a few hours, I woke up to this beautiful sunrise, and we were nearing to Langkawi, but I couldn't see the land. Slowly we start seeing the small mountains of the beautiful Langkawi, and we were rest assured that we are gonna land on the ground. So this is the landing video. It was really beautiful to watch. Yup. So alhamdulillah, we landed safely. There was a bit of turbulence, but what ends well ends well. So yeah, next day is what? Welcome to Langkawi. We collected our luggage and we headed towards our hotel. The check-in was a bit late, so we were just playing around with this beautiful receptionist kitty over there, and we were resting in the lounge. We took a nap and we were ready to head to our journey. We rented a bike and we were already exploring the beautiful streets of Langkawi and the beautiful sceneries. Then we got really hungry and then we stopped by a Langkawian restaurant to eat something. It was really good, but it was really sweet. I mean, they add this sweet sauce to every dish of theirs. So anyways, from there we headed to the night market, which is only on Friday, Saturday and Sunday. You have fruits, vegetables, clothes, and these peculiar kind of drinks they had. And there were like 24 or 25 flavors they had. Something called susu. I don't know what that really was, but all of them tasted nice. And from there we went to the other side, which had all kinds of sushi over there. They had all kinds of desserts, so we bought a few and then we headed back to our hotel. Meanwhile, we saw this beautiful sunset and we had to take this picture on the main highway. From there we headed to the Sentang beach. At night we wanted to see how it looks because it had a resort as well. So this was the resort and they had these tiny tables with the candlelights over there. Then we headed to this hippie area which had bean bags over there and people were really drunk, so we left. This was the next morning. It was a beautiful morning from our hotel room, and the pool you can see down there, which we never used in our entire stay. We could actually overlook the mountains of Langkawi. The next day was the convention that we went to attend and I got ready, but as usual I got late and my Hitler sister was already on her toes, so I had to run. We made it to the convention center and I was so excited and so nervous to see all the settings and the lights and the cameras and the public, and it was good. So all these shuyukh were attending the convention. It was the Islamic Sustainable Development Goals in Mahsuri International Exhibition Center at Langkawi, Malaysia. So at first I came across with Ustada Nikhat Hashmi, Dr. Farad Hashmi's younger sister. The first honorable guest, Qari Saad Numani. Second honorable guest was Dr. Muhammad Salah. Third honorable guest was Sheikh Hussein Yi. Fourth honorable guest was Haytham Al Haddad. In the lunch break, we headed towards the other section of the convention center where we ate our lunch till we were stuffed. And then Usada Nikhat Hashmi, we were honored to be invited by her for another lunch inside that was for the delegates. Then we headed back to the lecture of Shadi Suleiman. I secretly captured Dr. Bilal Philip. Then it was my favorite, Yusuf Estes. I was so excited to be seated in the first row to witness Sheikh Asim Al Hakim. And then drum rolls, it was Dr. Zakir Naik. Yes, and I was really excited to see him from so close, so I clicked a few close-up pictures. Yee-haw! Yep, that's actually him. So his was the last lecture for the day, and then the next day we were all set and ready to go towards the beach. We were there to catch the sunrise, and meanwhile we saw this jet ski rental. So we rented a jet ski, but my sister was really scared to go far because she didn't know where the horizon was, because the sea and the sky was merging in so beautifully and perfectly. So we just clicked some pictures and I pretended that I enjoyed. After we were done the beach, we headed towards the crocodile farm, and yes, we saw a lot of crocodiles. This was the feeding area of the crocodiles. I mean, we could take the food of the crocodiles from this area, but before that we just went and we had a look around. All sorts of crocodiles. You had big, you had small, you have huge, humongous crocodiles, and we also saw a special needs crocodile, and I didn't know that there was a special needs crocodiles as well. Then we came to this show where these men were showing how they irritated or annoyed a huge male crocodile. They had to do this with the male because females are mostly aggressive. And then we saw this huge thing coming out of the water, and oh my god, it was like attacking. But anyways, they just folded the legs so that it's not in an attack position, and the guy was lying down on the crocodile as if it was nothing. And then it ended with this. And then again we headed back to feed the crocodiles, and we took the food, and this is how all of the crocodiles fed on the pieces of chicken hanging on the end of the rope. And I must say they're quite powerful. And then we saw these huge, humongous crocs eating stuff. After the croc farm, we went to the sky cable, but meanwhile in the middle we saw some pineapples, some fresh farm pineapples. We had them. And then yes, we were there at the Oriental village, and it was really good to have a look around. Then we just headed towards the sky cable. This is me getting scared and entering, because the sky cable over there was 3,000 and something meters above the ground. We got scared whenever there was a pulley coming because it pushed the sky cable. We also visited the Eagle Sky Bridge and the Glass Bridge. The Glass Bridge was a bit scary. From there in the afternoon, we made our way to the convention center, but on the way we found some Pakistani food, so we had it, and then we headed towards the convention center. And then yes, we had Dr. Umar Sulaiman, and then again we were invited for the lunch, so we went inside with the delegates, with the dignitaries. And in the end of the day, we had this meeting of the second day, and then this was the last picture. I was really sad that it was coming to an end. All the dignitaries were leaving, and yeah, that's about it. The next day we hired a car because we had the entire day to ourselves. We didn't have anything to do, so we just visited the wildlife park, and we saw a lot of beautiful birds and cranes, and we also saw beautiful fish ponds and ducklings, and I don't know, some kind of fox. I don't know what kind of a fox was this, but yeah, they were different. And yeah, some ducks were stranded outside, so me and my sister just helped them go back into their cage. But actually I saw the animals over here really happy. I tried to pick up the snake, but since the guy over there said that he can sense fear, so I was really fearful because I couldn't take the way he was just hissing and taking out the tongue. But anyways, we saw all kinds of geckos and lizards, and we fed these little guinea pigs, and then we made our way to the bird area. So this was the most beautiful area I could ever imagine. We fed some really beautiful lovebirds, and subhanallah, this was the beauty of our creator, the colors that we saw in those parrots. This was a peculiar being with the other birds as well. Everyone were open and everyone were having a nice time over there. Nobody was scared. All the animals were happy. Then we saw this peacock giving us a beautiful show, and then we saw another peacock with beautiful different colors, but it was a peculiar one. Then we saw another species of bird and swans, and then I came to know that swan chooses a mating partner and sticks to it for the rest of its life, so I thought that men should learn something from it. Petting the fawns and the goats was a stress buster, and then from there we had some sweet burger again. Then we visited the main downtown, that was the Eagle Square of Langkawi, and we clicked a few pictures, and then from there we headed to pick our souvenirs. And then as usual, we headed back, but then on the way, we saw the go-karting, and how could I miss it? So we did that, and then yes, the next day we were up and we were already at the airport in the morning. I was really a bit sad, but then yeah, bye bye Langkawi, and yes, welcome Bangalore. Alhamdulillah, we landed safely, and this was about the most beautiful trip I have ever had. And yes, I would say that I left a piece of my heart in Langkawi, Malaysia.